Joining us now in the studio is Baria Alamuddin. She's the foreign editor of Al Hayat newspaper. Thank you very much for joining us. Why is the Ba'ath Party having its first national conference in 5 years now?
Well, actually, it is scheduled. It is held every 5 years, and so there is no surprise there. And I think the Syrians were a bit concerned that the whole world is concerned with this conference, while they are taking it as just another ordinary conference that is held every 5 years.
And do you expect there to be some radical announcements of great political reform?
Well, yes, the country indeed needs it. I was just recently in Syria and I met the president and I met his wife, and I also met quite a few other Syrians, and you feel there is the need, there is the will to change. However, everybody stresses this change is coming from within Syria, from within the Syrian society. It is needed, and yes, it is coming. And people, including the president and his wife, I think stressed the fact that there is no going back. The reform is happening. But I heard also quite a few people saying, we hope that this reform will not come from the Americans, meaning that the Americans will not pressure us, because then the big people will deny it and they will not want it coming from there, which is a bit what I heard all over the area, really.
So as you understand it then, what is the nature of the reform we can expect from Syria? How far will they go?
Yes, well, this is the big question, isn't it? People are expecting a lot from the Syrian government, from the Syrian leadership. Nevertheless, it was stressed to me many times that already they have started with economic reforms. Indeed, the Syrian president's wife spoke about economic reform that will bring investment to the country, which is greatly needed. There was talk about opening up for other parties, other political parties. Already we've seen reform in banking. Already we've seen reform in various other aspects of the economy. There is a general openness there. Now, what is happening now, the big question is, how far will they go with the political reform? Will the man in the street feel it? We understand that various figures in the party will be leaving the leadership, new people will come, and there will perhaps be new openness in the press. This is what I also learned, that there will be new openness in the press. This is the first time I think I go to Syria in many, many years, and I feel openness in the street. People in the street were openly talking. I did not feel a pressure of mukhabarat following, or this is listening. There is a general feeling of openness already felt. It remains to be seen after this conference, which is going to last until Friday, to see what are the steps. We have indeed heard the president this morning giving the general direction, and it's very interesting that he opened his speech talking about nationalism. And there is in the area which I visited, I've been away for a month, and I visited various countries in the area. There is a feeling in the area that the Arab nationalism is being targeted by the West, specifically by the American administration. And so there is a rallying for all these causes of nationalism.
Baria Alamuddin, thank you very much indeed for joining us there.